Well, you got that one right. So I got all my recovery here. I do have my Tread Pro traction boards in the bed. We have the toe strap and the shackles here. We're gonna try to go out in this and see how it goes. What's going on, guys? Your old buddy Bandit here, and today we're gonna play around in the snow a little bit. So we were scheduled to get, I believe, anywhere between 3 and 10 inches. We're looking at 6 right now, and it's still coming down pretty hard. And this will be the first true test of the truck in this much snow. So the truck is not exactly stock. If you're new to the channel, I am on some 265/75 R16 Cooper Discover AT3 tires, the load range C1, so I have a little bit of extra tread depth. So a little bit better, hopefully, in the snow than stock. I have had these tires on a couple other vehicles, and they've done pretty well, but we're gonna go out here and see how it does. So no roads have been plowed, at least here in my neighborhood. Like I said, it's really coming down hard. I mean, obviously, depending on where you're watching this from, 6 inches might not sound like a lot of snow, but here in Virginia, that's a good amount. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm in 4-wheel drive high now, trying to come out of my driveway, and this is gonna be a little bit of a trick. Try not to hit Briggs's 4Runner back there. All right, so taking off here in 4 high. Seems to be pretty good. I wouldn't say a ton of traction, but we're not spinning. We are pretty much making first tracks out here. There's not a whole lot of other people that have already been on this road. It looks like maybe 2 others and me, so we'll see exactly how it goes. So here's a look at those Cooper Discover AT3 tires. I do have the load range C, and they are rated for mud and snow. The load range C gives you a little bit thicker tread depth there, and overall I have roughly 5,000 miles on these tires, and so far so good. They are holding up great, so we'll see exactly how they do here in the snow. So as you might be able to see here, there's not a lot of people on the road. We got flashing red lights in terms of the stoplights here, so we'll go ahead. Looks like that Nissan Versa is having a time. We're gonna go ahead and sneak out in front of them. Whoa, a little slippery here. Guys, so as you can see here, we're not the only adventurous souls out here. We do have the heated seats, the heat cranked up. I'm feeling pretty good in here in the truck. Getting on here on the highway, I'm really curious to see how all of this is cleared up. Like I said, it started roughly about 2 o'clock last night, and we've been getting it pretty hot and heavy ever since. It looks like it's not going to be letting up for a while. So far, these tires are doing really, really good. I think we're going to leave it here in 4-wheel drive. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of shakiness. I mean, I think the speed limit's about 65 miles an hour on this road. I don't think we'll be trying that today, but overall, you know, just cruising around here, not so bad. There's a Ford, what, Fusion? They're doing great. So the kind folks in that Jeep up there and myself helped this PT Cruiser out. Everything worked out all right, and they're on their way. So all in all, everything worked out. I donated my strap. They donated their little bit of horsepower and mud tires, and everyone's on their way again. So let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, so we're out here cruising around town, and I met up with my buddy Briggs, and together we've been pulling a lot of people out. So I'd say we've at least rescued somewhere between 6 and a dozen people, and between the 2 vehicles and all the gear, definitely doing pretty well. Huge thanks to Treaty Oak for doing such an awesome set of gear. We'll definitely do a full review of that here at the end of this video, but yeah. Definitely been a very eventful day. I think we're up to roughly 8 inches of snow or so now. So not too shabby here for Virginia. So most of the day I have just been cruising around there in 4-wheel high, but I can tell you when you put it in 4 low and then you go up here and engage that differential lock, it makes a huge difference. Now these Cooper Discover AT3 tires have really done well, and between the 2, it is a very, very good combination between all the stuff the truck offers and these tires. Haven't been able to get stuck yet. and overall pretty impressed. I could see how this winter wonderland could get a little bit old to you if you had to deal with it all the time, but here it's a lot of fun. I mean, you see people out, I mean, here in Virginia you don't see a lot of snowmobiles per se, but we've seen four-wheelers, we just saw people with skis, we're seeing snowboards, I mean, everything just going down the middle of the street. I mean, this is truly a winter wonderland and a lot of fun, and it's really been a blast, and we have had an excellent time so far. So here's a look at all that Treaty Oak recovery gear after we pulled everyone out. We probably recovered somewhere around 6 to 8 vehicles, and overall it was a really good day. And here's a look at the Van Beast shackles. These are available on the Treaty Oak website. These things proved to be super tough, but actually what we ended up using even more is these Treaty Oak soft shackles. So basically these are interchangeable, just a normal D-ring and a soft shackle. And how this works is it just makes a little slip knot, and then this slips over that ball here on this side. But what makes this so nice is you can kind of pinch this down and you can fit this in a lot of small areas around the vehicle. So if a vehicle doesn't have tow hooks, which apparently a lot of vehicles don't these days, you can really get these in a lot of different spots. We wrapped them around lower control arms, a couple different cross members on different vehicles just to get these people out, and overall it proved to work out really nicely. So here's a look at that Treaty Oak recovery strap. You can see it is rated to 3,100 pounds working load, but if you do different recovery styles, that number does change a little bit. But overall, we were able to rescue several different vehicles, including my truck. I did get a little bit off trail when we were doing some trail riding late that night, and this was able to recover my truck no problem. Now, when I got home, I did notice that this thing did get a little bit, it looks like it's charred and maybe a little frayed. I'm not sure when this happened, but again, we were able to recover several vehicles very safely, including my truck, and also a brand new Ford Explorer. It was just a front-wheel drive Ford Explorer that I found stuck. I was actually able to tow them from the bottom of a hill all the way to the top, no problem, which is pretty impressive considering that that thing probably weighs as much, if not more, than my truck. Those are pretty big vehicles. But overall, very, very pleased. Again, I'm not exactly sure what happened here. If you have any ideas, please leave that in the comments below. My guess is it got a little bit too close to one of the exhaust pipes on one of the vehicles that we were recovering, and then maybe it drug a little bit on the ground, on the pavement or whatever as well. But again, everything did work out. I will give you all an update if I find out anything more regarding what happened to that strap. But overall, it was a great recovery tool. It got everyone out safely and definitely did its job, so I'm very, very pleased with that. So overall, all this gear from Treaty Oak held up really, really nicely, and in roughly the foot of snow that we had, I thought the truck performed really great. The Cooper tires held up great, and overall, it was a pretty successful and very, very fun day, and hopefully we'll get a lot more snow here in this winter season. So thank you all very much for watching. Again, if you do want to win one of these Treaty Oak soft shackles, leave that in the comments. Also, hit us up on Instagram. We will be drawing from one of those 2 locations, and one of you all will walk away with one of those. Again, it really proved necessary for our recovery efforts, and I'm very, very impressed with how well it held up. So again, thank you all very much for watching. Have a fantastic week, everybody. We'll catch you next time.